Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. I said I was going to post yesterday, but I didn't, out of respect, as you can all imagine. How I end every video with the stay safe and be good to each other. I feel like that's more important than ever. If you feel like you can't do anything else at this point, please be good to each other. Reach out to friends if you have them. Let them know that they're on your mind. I did that yesterday, and that means a lot to know that you want to do something. So if you do have friends in your life that you can reach out to, tell them you understand. Tell them that you're on your mind. Please do so. And so today's video, I'm going to do, I mentioned it back when I did the Sci-Philly. It's Phi-Life Cypher and Task Force. Who's this? Now I know Life MC is part of Phi-Life. I haven't heard him yet. I'm pretty sure I've heard Pharma G on another Task Force track, but not 100%. So without further ado, let's jump right in, see what these dudes are all about.
Who's this? Task Force. Who's this? Phi-Life Cypher. Who's this?
Alright, right off the top, I know Pharma G does the producing. Does he also do the cuts? Because it starts off with a really sick cut at the beginning. I like that a lot.
Task Force. Who's this? Phi-Life Cypher. Who's this? Task Force. Who's this? Phi-Life Cypher. Who's this? Task Force. Who's this? Phi-Life Cypher. This is Task Force for life, getting raw upon the mic. The 4 for strike, and we meditate with metaphors at night.
Meditate with metaphors at night. This voice doesn't sound familiar, so I'm guessing this is Life MC. I think it's called he's Life MC. I could have the name wrong, but I think, anyway, I don't recognize this voice, so that is a cool line there, though. I'll bring it back to the beginning of his verse.
This is Task Force for life, getting raw upon the mic. The 4 for strike, and we meditate with metaphors at night. We practice what we preach, and even freestyle in our sleep on the streets. We bring it.
Practice what we preach and freestyle in our sleep.
We meditate with metaphors at night. We practice what we preach and even freestyle in our sleep on the streets. We bringing the heat for soldiers forever deep. We severing beats with the lead rhyme to the concrete from our tongue speak. We raw blood, vocal fire like force guns. We hammer head like Thor does, turning your frame to sawdust. Penetrate the
Man, this guy's got metaphors for days. Isn't he talking about hammering thugs like Thor does? Oh,
we raw blood, vocal fire like force guns. We hammer head like Thor does, turning your frame to sawdust. Penetrate the spit shield like 4 barrels on a sauna. We rhyme to the highest order, to fly like saucer, leaving your red eye like smoking a water while drinking some fire water. If you wanna hear some lyrics or blast like dynamite, check the side chest of Peter, Pharma G on me like. See, I'm the mixed race who spits on the mixtape, call me mulatto. Faster than Atto, bold and paint pictures like I'm Picasso. Artistic war for rhyming and
a mixed race, call me mulatto, painting pictures like Picasso. I like this dude, man.
Mixtape, call me mulatto. Faster than Atto, bold and paint pictures like I'm Picasso. Artistic war for rhyming and force when it's time to launch the brain cell bomb cell, smacking the heads of all the forces. Millennium metaphor, new mic order, controlling the border. Bringing the science of life like that crew from Atlanta, Georgia. If you never seen or heard of Fed Life and the Task Force, you'd have to be deaf, dumb or blind and in a coma. From you was born, we spawn intergalactic rap jacks and leaving the brain tipsy. The righteous rastas linking up minds with the cosmic gypsies. For life cipher, if you fuck with this, we'll leave your bruck up. And before you leave the scene, Task Force.
The cosmic gypsies. That's is that a Task Force and Jest track? Or I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I haven't heard it though, I know that much.
With the cosmic gypsies, for life cipher, if you fuck with this, we'll leave your bruck up. And before you leave the scene, Task Force will grab your bus up. So you better hush up, practice your skills and get your head down. If you try to fuck with this, we'll paralyze you from the neck down.
That's just what I want to hear.
Poison motion, see me like the modern Trojan. Eyes broken, talking like a ghetto spokesman. Verbal tear gas, breaking down your Lego science, last hopeful. Stepping like a rebel giant. Mr. Underdog, stranded on the devil's wavelength. Drunk pilot, crash land your whole engagement.
I missed that part about the devil. Yeah, I'm just going to bring it back. Chester P is like a poet, and his lyrics are so... He to me, his lyrics are almost like an author, how an author would write, rather than a hip hop artist. I always find his imagery that he creates, sometimes it's very simple, very easy to go over your head unless you're like laser focused. So I miss that, but I'm just going to bring it back here.
Verbal tear gas, breaking down your Lego science. Last hopeful, stepping like a rebel giant. Mr. Underdog, stranded on the devil's wavelength. Drunk pilot, crash land your whole engagement. Ultraviolet aura, flashing for the ancients. Dr. Hackenbush, life's killing all my patients. Rock the Slassinger's lifeblood, I'm into racket. Hit the world with my jive, sparing on the graphics. Thrive on dim lit back streets and drug habits. Shiesty minded, carry...
Traveling dimly lit streets and drug habits?
Killing all my patients. Rock the Slassinger's lifeblood, I'm into racket. Hit the world with my jive, sparing on the graphics. Thrive on dim lit back streets and drug habits. Shiesty minded, carrying the world's baggage. Mutant hybrid, I'm half man and half rodent. Self-destructive, I still wonder why I was chosen. No instructions, my whole life's been a freestyle. Open surgery.
My whole life has been a freestyle. Hey, it's not wrong, right?
Minded, carrying the world's baggage. Mutant hybrid, I'm half man and half rodent. Self-destructive, I still wonder why I was chosen. No instructions, my whole life's been a freestyle. Open surgery, Operation Green Mile. Complex circuitry, drowning on the cheap wines. I kill my body with the fluids of a deep mind. Spill me spirits on crushed ice.
Sorry, did he say I filled my soul with the fluids of a deep mine? I think that's what he said.
Life's been a freestyle. Open surgery, Operation Green Mile. Complex circuitry, drowning on the cheap wines. I kill my body with the fluids of a deep mind. Spill me spirits on crushed ice with no mixer. Turn these minutes to years, I'll pull a full twister. Mr. Troglodyte, center of your Chinese whispers. Let me occupy your thoughts with some timeless wisdom. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
All right, so the war that they're talking about in the hook is that I know Chester P and the stuff that I've heard, he's very interested and invested in helping folks who are less fortunate and homeless people, and so when they're talking about the war, is that kind of like the war on society? In terms of the haves and the have-nots and the 1%ers and stuff, is that kind of the war they're talking about? If you know, let me know in the comments.
You can't mistake our
Arranging the destiny for life, Cypher, farmer jars in the Chesterfield. It's time for me to spit and I leave the people impressed with me. Collaborating to blast jaws, kicking shit with the task force and spitting it quicker than any Ross horse. I'm getting darker, Chester pass me a marker. An attack for the task force and for life down to the soccer. These lyrical rap wrestlers, they're steadily making a mess of ya. The sickest spirits inside the lyrics started possessing ya.
Man, that track that I did a few videos ago, right, was introduced to Philly. I was impressed then. This is a different style than the other one. The newer track he did, I think it's only a couple of years old, if that. Might even be newer than that. I can't remember now. But this is a different kind of Philly, but I'm still liking a little bit of the faster flow, but he still has that. He has that cool rhyme style that I like.
I'm getting darker, Chester pass me a marker. An attack for the task force and for life down to the soccer. These lyrical rap wrestlers, they're steadily making a mess of ya. The sickest spirits inside the lyrics started possessing ya. We're verbally glorious in the battle scene, we're victorious. We exterminating the people that tried to fuck with the four of us. Ripping the mic piranha style, harming commas with farmer Giles and Chester. And making more noise than petrol protesters, cause we're the vocal investors of
making more noise than petrol protesters.
Harming commas with farmer Giles and Chester. I'm making more noise than petrol protesters. Cause we're the vocal investors of excellence. Just eradicating the pestilence to the traumatized with titanical testaments. We damage the district with the strictest of lyrical discipline.
Like, you listen to the words that he's choosing to rhyme with, and you don't hear it very often. It's quite amazing when an artist can do that. In my mind, anyway. There are a lot of hip hop artists who don't rhyme with a lot of like multi-syllable words. I don't mean two-syllable. I'm talking about multi-syllable words. And often these guys they get into these, especially these four dudes. Actually, I haven't heard Farmer's verse yet. I'm guessing he has one coming up. A lot of the words and imagery that they're portraying in the rhymes comes with that longer, multi-syllable words that are needed to paint those pictures. I guess is what I'm getting at, and not a lot of dudes do that.
In the pestilence to the traumatized with titanical testaments. We damage the district with the strictest of lyrical discipline. If you spit the shit in the dirty south, we're leaving it glistening. The godly respondent with more flavor than fondants. And I'm spitting as high as Einstein's cosmological constants. We're leaving your brains frazzled and brushing rappers like razzle. With the most marvelous magic, we leave the devil bedazzled. We all some forcing us, causing violent timing distortion. So proceed with caution before you're forced into abortion. We twist you up like a torsion and wear you down to the insoles. And make you look a stain like the first pair of plimsolls.
Godfather, Al Capone that charged up, sitting down, cat.
That was a nice little switch up there from Sci-Philly to Pharma here.
First pair of
I'm fucking
plimsolls.
Godfather, Al Capone that charged up, sitting down, counting my tracks in a gold hat. Farm's a Godfather rapper, balaclavaed up, strutting my stuff, knocking them back with no sign of puff. It takes Snapper and 4 rappers to bust your bumper. Fuck a punchline, I rumble through the undergrowth. You needing signposts pointing out the way home. I'm getting sick of all you idiots and egos. And those who copycats better have a place to hide. You shouldn't follow people, man, just be inspired. And that's the way I
You shouldn't follow people, just be inspired.
signpost pointing out the way home. I'm getting sick of all you idiots and egos. And those who copycats better have a place to hide. You shouldn't follow people, man, just be inspired. And that's the way I feel, fuck it, what's keep it real. Perception's determined by a record deal. And you can criticize purely cause we're making tracks. I'm out the bedroom, blood, and straight onto wax. The 4 horsemen, riding on a thunderstorm. Pen grip tight, dark night on a unicorn. You face
The 4 horsemen riding on the storm. Would you say the Dark Knight riding on the unicorn? I'm I didn't catch all that, but I think that's kind of what he said.
can criticize purely cause we're making tracks. I'm out the bedroom, blood, and straight onto wax. The 4 horsemen, riding on a thunderstorm. Pen grip tight, dark night on a unicorn. You face to face with a real dilemma here. Something spontaneous that sucks up the atmosphere. So backstabbers grab a piece of the air, cause we just don't care.
Have to wait and see who comes out of this whole mess alive, so don't you be too confident with us. Big mouth, what do you got there, huh?
Hey man, I gotta see when this track was released. Oh, I don't even, this is really the wrong, 2002. So I mean, you got an 18-year-old track, and that's, man, that was good. It's almost 2 decades old, man, and that you can play that today and it bangs just as hard today as it did back then. And even some of the lyrics and stuff, resonates today, continue to resonate today. And this goes to show you, in the past 2 decades and the decades before that, nothing has really changed. Not much to say about it. They're a bunch of OGs, legends of the game in the UK, ones that helped propel the new generation of rap, and maintain that true to hip hop, true to the genre guys that are coming out that we listen to on this channel. So thanks for being here. Thanks for understanding about me not putting out a whole bunch of videos over the last little bit because of the house renovations and because of yesterday. We're all in this together. Let's come together and enjoy what we love, and that's hip hop. It's something that crosses over all shades and creeds and religion. We can all embrace it and come together and love it. And that's why I'm glad you're here. Until next time, stay safe. And remember, everyone, please be good to each other.